It was this little girl who loves buckets, and her favorite bucket was a red bucket. It was this one day. It was a cold Friday morning. When Sarah said, "I want to go to the beach," she asked her parents. Her parents said, "Sure." Then they went to the beach. Then Sarah, of course, got her red bucket, which was her favorite bucket out of all her buckets. She had a green bucket, a purple bucket, and a yellow bucket. She had so many buckets I couldn't even count them. But out of all the buckets, her favorite one was the red one. Then suddenly, she drops her bucket, and her bucket floats in the water. Then she dived in to go find her bucket, because suddenly her bucket had sunk to the bottom of the sea. Then she was under the water. Her parents were getting worried because they weren't paying attention to her. They said, "Sarah, Sarah, Sarah," but no answer. But Sarah was under the water, getting her bucket. Then suddenly, on the way of her getting her bucket, there was a turtle. They met eye contact. They were just standing there in silence. Sarah could not breathe, but she still carried on finding her bucket. As along, she danced with the turtle. Then suddenly, 2 dolphins came floating her way. Then one of them had her bucket, but Sarah couldn't say anything because she was underwater and she couldn't breathe. She was getting tired and was sinking, but she didn't let that stop her. She kept swimming. Then the 2 dolphins gave up for trying to steal her bucket. Then they let go of the bucket. Then they swam away. Sarah was getting lightheaded, but she still didn't let that stop her. She still kept going until she got her bucket. Then the big whale came floating her way, but she still didn't let that stop her. She kept swimming. She was getting really lightheaded, but she still didn't let that stop her. She had the courage to go get her favorite bucket. Then the whale turned around and started swimming her way. But Sarah didn't care. She just kept trying to get her bucket, kept swimming. Then she just kept on swimming until she got closer to her bucket. Then fish came floating her way, but she still didn't let that stop her. She still kept going. And then she finally was getting very close to her bucket. Her bucket was just lying there. Then she finally had got her bucket. She was so excited. She just wanted to scream. But she couldn't. She was underwater. And no human alive here can breathe underwater. And then she swam up. Then her parents were like, "Oh, Sarah, we were looking for you everywhere." "Where were you?" her mother said. But Sarah didn't reply. She said she just went out for a swim. And along with that trip, she ended up finding her bucket. The end.